Sitting next to me, I have world famous Mr. John Chung, one of Mr. Jhoon Rhee students. Mr. Chung, what will you be doing tonight?
I'm going to be kind of trying to get the crowd going, pumped up, get the fighters excited. I'm going to be emceeing, explaining to the people what's going on in terms of the Grand Championships, in forms, fighting, weapons, and demonstration team competition. So we're going to see what this Texas crowd is made out of.
So far, what do you think of Texas karate?
The Texas karate has always been great. In fact, it's like one of the origin, you can say, American style of Taekwondo is from Texas. Grandmaster Jhoon Rhee is from Texas, and he taught and actually started Taekwondo back in 1956 here in the state of Texas, and then he moved it to Washington, D.C., and of course, rest of his history, and it goes on. But Texas is, as they say, it's its own country, and it's definitely an exciting state.
I remember years and years ago seeing you on Dance Fever with your sister. What was that like, and what do you see the difference between today, that karate back then and karate today?
Well, it hasn't really changed. I mean, when I was competing in the late 70s, early 80s, the martial arts boom was happening, and it hasn't stopped. And this is where the contemporary style of martial arts, with not just what we call a traditional style of martial arts, but more contemporary, where they actually add a little more flares in terms of multiple kicks, jump kicks, acrobatic moves, choreographed to the music, and not just an individual event, but pairs, team events. So in terms of its growth, it was just a little seed that was planted. Dance Fever, it was just something that we did in terms of martial arts ballet, and we actually did a martial arts move choreographed to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. So in terms of the martial arts boom, we were just a little, you can say, like a sprout that was growing, and no, I'm not even sure it hasn't even boomed yet, but it's definitely headed for an excitement.
When you were competing, Mr. Rhee, would he give y'all, or what would he do to get y'all pumped up? What would he tell you?
Well, he was a master instructor. He always encouraged us in terms of the competition, but it was other instructors that helped us compete, travel. A lot of us, we were very fresh in terms of competition. We didn't know. I think at the time we were probably more in tune with quote-unquote sportsmanship. It's not win at all costs. Just the fact that you get to be part of it, that was good enough for us. And some of us were fortunate enough actually got to win, and some did better than the others. And like I said, I was very lucky. We were able to all different titles and things like that. Got to travel. Nowadays, it seems like a little different than a lot of little league sports. You see a lot of karate moms and karate parents who are a little bit more intense, or especially on when they're sitting up on the bleachers. They just need to understand that it is good of the sport, good of the people. Definitely the discipline, the art, the honor, but of course the sportsmanship has to take play, and that's something that we definitely need to emphasize. And people need to just kind of take things for what it is, opposed to, I think all the parents or all the instructors think that their kids are number one. Well, they're all number one. I mean, if you think about it, because they're here and they've been part of it, and that's what they need to understand.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. We look forward to listening to you tonight, and keep the crowd going.
Pleasure.
Thank you, sir.